iPad mini event has a yep. Softbank and Sprint, Netflix for Windows 8, YouTube rankings, and Ubuntu Cloud for Mac. It is Monday, October 15th, 2012, and this is iWake. I'm Tim Chaten, and this is what's going on in the Apple world today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of iWake. This is Tim here, and to kick off today's event is the exciting news that an iPad mini event is indeed coming later this month. Jim Dalrymple confirmed with his classic yep response to John Piskowski's All Things D post that says, people familiar with Apple's plans tell us that the company will unveil the so-called iPad mini on October 23rd at an invitation-only event. Today is October 15th, so this is coming up rather quickly. So this is something I'm rather excited about as it's a new iPad. Come on, that's been pretty awesome. I'm curious if we'll have an iPad 4 released concurrently or if that will be kept until March or what the whole thing will be. This is very exciting news. And most exciting for me, though, is the iBooks focus. Evidently, many people are reporting this will focus on the iBooks author as well, or just iBooks in general. But iBooks author, I'd expect, would be a big part of this. And as I'm in the process of writing a book, this could really disrupt my writing or really make it better or worse. We will see how this all shakes out. I'm very anxious. I think Apple's going to do some great things here. And I'm really excited for the expanded market of iPads and also this expanded market of my book, which is coming out in January. So hopefully this iBooks author editions that they make are good ones. It needs some fixes and improvements, and hopefully we'll see those. Next up is Sprint. Sprint is kind of the third leg of the United States carriers here. And according to Mac Rumors, Japanese carrier Softbank is purchasing 70% of Sprint for $20 billion. The deal is expected to be announced tomorrow morning or today as I present this to you. But the boards of both companies have agreed to the transaction. Softbank will buy $8 billion in shares directly from Sprint and another $12 billion from existing stockholders at $7.30 per share. It's a 27% premium over Friday's close. The purchase is a big one, which is, a $20 billion gamble. And hopefully they're able to make it work. Hopefully they're able to develop LTE wireless. Hopefully they're able to, push Sprint into a better carrier, which is currently kind of trails along behind AT&T and Verizon. And SoftBank Hope says those familiar with the strategy, as I love those people, of course. Is to build Sprint's spectrum position while hoping the company can further consolidate the wireless industry through acquisitions of more spectrum and other operators. The deal is expected to close in roughly 6 months. So the wireless space in America is really shaping out to be an interesting thing with all these different carriers being bought and out. You have T-Mobile merging with Metro PCS, you have Sprint being bought out. It's an interesting space, and we'll see how this develops over the next few months and years. In other carrier news is AT&T, this time to their internet providing with computers and things like that. They are basically set up to start blocking websites of those people that like to pirate content. A set of internal leaked documents from AT&T by Torrent Freak reveal that the internet provider will start sending out anti-privacy warnings notices to subscribers on November 28th. Customers whose accounts are repeatedly flagged for alleged copyright infringements will have their access to frequently visited websites blocked until they complete an online copyright course. And it is expected that other ISPs will follow similar things. So this to me is kind of scary that they will actually be blocking websites. It sounds like they'll be blocking like apple.com rather than the pirating site, maybe. It sounds like the most popular sites they go to. And it's curious to see how they will detect this. Is it a crime to go to the piratebay.com to download an episode of Mac Break Weekly now? Or what's the situation with all this? So we will see how that all develops. Now on to some iPod related things. First up, I just wanted to just let everyone know that we now have a 2-week ship time from apple.com for new Nanos and Touches. They're available at your retail stores if you want them faster. I got my Nano in on Friday and did extensive unboxing photos. Those are available on my shared photo stream, which are linked to in the show notes at iWakePodcast.com. I'm very happy with the Nano, and I share more of my thoughts over that on iWake Again over at iWakePodcast.com/again. I also do some YouTube videos about that over at youtube.com/TCHATEN. Finally, an iPod news. I just had this crazy idea. What if Apple moves to Lightning connectors as the connector for future headphones and opens a standard for headphone makers to create headphone-enabled Lightning headphones? And the reason I ask this is because the Nano is the thickest at its headphone port. Apple could make it thinner if it was just that Lightning connector, and that might be a way they do this. The iPod Shuffle could also get thinner as a result of this, and that may be the way they go. So we will see. That's just an idea I had, and curious what your thoughts are with that. Now on to some app news. First up is Google Maps. Now, I don't like to report on rumors, but we've got some screenshots, but these could be faked. But according to the Guild, the standalone version of Google Maps for iOS is currently in alpha testing and has some good improvements over the old version, vector-based, two-finger rotation at any angles, and super fast, supports iPhone 5 screen. Basically all the things that the Apple Maps version does so well. It is unknown if it will support turn-by-turn navigation. I would expect it might, now that Apple has that advantage. Next in app news is Windows 8. They now have a Netflix app available for download. Version 1 is out. It's in the Metro UI, and looks to be a nice offering if you are a Windows 8 person. It's coming out this month. You now have that option. Last up in app news, it looks like, of course, that Apple stores will be at retail stores will be adopting Passbook in a variety of ways. I'm not going to go into all the details there, as they are all rumors as of right now. So when that actually comes out, I'll let you know further details. Closing up the show today are a few really cool stories. First up is YouTube. They're changing up their ranking system from click-based to more time spent watching based. So I'm curious if this is a percentage basis where it's I've watched 90% of this video, or is it I watched 5 minutes of this video? Because shorter videos would obviously have less time spent watching. So I'm curious how that works. It's another thing they're adding to the analytics as far as how they're doing the rankings in YouTube videos. So just a cool thing they're doing. In other news for American citizens is TechCrunch is reporting the United States Postal Service is working on launching, in beta at least, something called Metro Post, a same-day delivery service designed initially for e-commerce sites to do same-day delivery within a metro city. So say you're in New York City, same-day delivery. They have not disclosed which city this will be in. Testing is, or the beta is expected to roll out on November 12th and run for at least 1 year. They say, that is the Postal Regulatory Commission states that daily cutoff times to make a purchase will likely be between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. and delivery should occur between 4 and 8 p.m. There's no pricing details as of yet. This is rather cool news. Amazon does much of this with their Amazon Prime using a variety of deliverers. I believe they actually own a shipping company, that is Amazon.com. And I'll be curious to see what the Postal Service is able to provide, as everyone loves stuff faster. So this is very cool news. You can read the full story over at TechCrunch.com. It's linked to in the show notes. Next up today is Ubuntu Cloud for Mac. So Ubuntu One is a cloud service that's integrated into Ubuntu Linux's operating system. It's pretty similar to iCloud, Dropbox, SugarSync, and other services, Google Drive. It lets you synchronize data between multiple devices. It's free to sign up and gives you 5 gigabytes of storage upon that sign up, with additional available for a price. It's now available for the Mac in beta, and another option for those looking for a cloud service provider. So last up today is the simple fact that Apple is now paying or licensing out the Swiss National Railway clock design that they're using in their iOS 6 clock app. No terms of the deal were disclosed, but it's good to see Apple paying out for that design that they felt so strongly about using. So that is the show today. That's what's going on in the Apple world today. You can find the show notes over at iWakePodcast.com. I also do this thing called iWake Again over at iWakePodcast.com/again. Finally, youtube.com/TCHATEN is where you can find all of my videos, including a video version of iWake. So thanks for watching or listening to today's episode. I will be back tomorrow for another edition of iWake. Talk to everyone again real soon. Aloha.